we go. I'm going to write out a few improper fractions, and you guys are going to turn them into mixed fractions, all right? So I'm going to start with the impropers. So remember, where the top number is bigger than the lower or denominator, all right? I'm going to just zoom that one in there a little bit. So the first one we'll try out, right? So number 1, we'll go with 4 over 2, right? And turn that into a mixed fraction. Let's try number 2, we'll go with 15 over 5 into a mixed fraction. Let me try number 3. I'm going to go with 10 over 4. And let's get one more. Let's see sort of funny business we can do here. Oh, let's try this one. It looks funky. All right. So these are impropers. Improper to a mix. Right. Get my little paper in here. Oop. Ryan. Interesting. All right, so they may be mixed, they may just be wholes. So I'm going to assume you guys have wrote those 4 down. Keep working on that, and I'm going to throw in some mixes that will turn into impropers in just a moment. So 4s. Come down here and go 5. We'll go with something simple to start. Yeah.
I don't see any questions.
Oh, sorry, I just moved my hand or my paper. How about there?
No, I just see you. I see your beautiful face.
Oh, well, shucks. Hang on, let me double check that I'm sharing this again. You're adorable.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're so welcome. Thanks for letting me know, hon. Yeah, I'll give you a chance to write those ones down and you can kind of work on them. I'm just drawing out some mix to impropers while you guys work on those ones. I love this hover cam. I think I would have really struggled more if I didn't have this. Eight. All right. Are you guys okay if I move it up to the next set of questions?
Oh, yes, that's fine. Perfectly fine.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Slide it up there. And those ones are now changing mixed numbers into the improper fractions.
Okay.
So I'm going to try those ones as well. Half equals 1 times 2 is 2, 3, 2. Three. Oh. Oh, goodness, excuse me. Okay. Beautiful. Because all this actually leads into helping us with multiplying and dividing fractions too, knowing how to convert these mixed and impropers. Get it back one more. One more. I hope you guys don't mind. I probably won't be able to email you the practice stuff tonight, but I'll do that first thing in the morning, and you guys peruse at your leisure. Okay?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
No hurry, Karen.
Good. Because I'm feeling like a tired little teddy bear. I did working at Heights all day long today, so.
Wow.
I'm surprised I still have a voice some days when it's all day long, just talking. But I like where you guys are getting at here. I don't know if you guys hear me every once in a while in the background here as I'm going over my old notes. Every once in a while I go, oh, right. Let me know when some of yous are getting close to having having them all sort of tested out or tried. Oh. Cool beans. Excuse me.
Pleasure.
It was a little cough, but thank you. A little hoarse. da, 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 da. Ryan, can you hear me?
Yeah, I've been able to hear you.
Okay, good. I just noticed in the chat at one point it said that you didn't have access, so I just wanted to make sure you were okay, that I didn't lose you for some reason.
Oh no, I just signed off to go eat and I came back on.
Oh, no worries. That's good. Yeah, I saw you coming back in. I wasn't sure because one of the other students was having a hard time.
Oh, no problem. Thanks.
Awesome. Whew. So I want to get in some. Oh yeah, I forgot I could do this. Take a little screenshot. And we can do this. I'm going to show you something else funky there in a second, Mike. So I took a little snapshot of all the equations, but I still have access to the live. Yeah. So that I have one that's clean off to the side here. God, I love this.
Excellent.
Right? This thing's so funky. Oh, I didn't realize I had that ability either. Woo! Go, Carrie, go. Sorry guys, I'm just tooting my own horn over here. Is that a good sign or a bad sign?
We're gonna find out.
You're good to go, Mike. How's everybody else doing with their with these 8 here? Give me a shout when some more of you are ready to take them up. No pressure. I just want to make sure I'm giving you guys a chance to get some tries in there. And when you're ready, we'll take them up.
I'm ready.
All right. Got a couple of How about the rest of you? Do you need another minute or two? And you guys can see my split screen. So fancy.
Yes, yes.
It's pretty awesome stuff. Now I realize I don't have to make a big old mess and keep the one clean and messy up the other. All right, so it sounds like most of you have got a good chunk of them done, right? And we'll start going through them. So for the first one, where it says 4/2, what did you guys get for a mixed or whole number? Anybody?
I got 2.
Yeah. Anybody else? Just a full-on 2, right? Yeah, because, yeah, exactly. 2 goes into 4 2 times. So again, it's like having 2 pieces of pizza that were essentially cut in half, right? Good. Did anybody kind of go, that seemed too easy, that must be wrong? Because that's what happened to me real quick. I was like, oh. How about number 2? What'd you guys get for 2? 15/5.
Got 3.
Yeah, 3 wholes, right? Again, because 5 goes into 15 3 times, and there's no remainders. So a full 3 whole pizzas. How about for number 3 here? 10/4. What'd you guys get for that?
It's got improper.
Or mixed, yeah.
Oh, yeah, wait. Let's see. So 2.5.
That's what I got. Yeah, I got 2.5. Because 4 goes into 10 2 times, right? 2 whole 4s. Right? But then I have a remainder because 2 times 4 is 8. So I have 2 left over, and I put it over the 4. But we know that that can go down a little bit further. We can reduce it. The 2 stays there, our full 2. And then that 2 goes into itself once, but then goes into the 4 2 times. Did someone say question? No, but everybody's feeling good about that one?
Yeah.
Awesome. And I love having the clean one over here on the side. That's so nice. Sorry, guys. I'm just tooting my own horn. I'm amazed by myself. How about number 4 there, guys? 21/16.
I got 1 5/16.
Yes, that's what I got too. Yeah, did anybody else get something different? So remember, 16 goes into 21 only one time, right? So 1 times 16 is 16, sorry. And then so 21 minus 16, and we're left with the 5, right? Remainder of 5/16. And if you guys want to check your work, you just do the reverse, right? At this point, if we wanted to, we could then just go 1 times 6, or sorry, 1 times 16 is 16, plus 5, right? 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And there's that 21 over 16 again. Awesome. How about going down into these mixed numbers and turning them back into impropers? What did anybody want to tell me what they got for 1 1/2 as an improper?
I got an 3 over 2.
Yeah, that's what I got as well. Right? Because again, we go 1 times 2, so the whole number, multiplied by the denominator, and then add the numerator. So 1 times 2 is 2, plus 1 is 3, and we use the denominator that's already there. Good. How about number 6? 2 1/4 as an improper fraction.
9 over 4?
Yep, that's what I got too. Woohoo! Alright, so again, 2 times 4 is 8, plus the numerator, which is 1, and that's 9. And again, we use the denominator that's right there. 9 over 4. Ooh wee! No, I don't have prime shipping.
Someone outlets and then ship it to someone else.
Oh, I can't ship this to anybody. Just don't give us your shipping details. We're going to ship all kinds of stuff to you.
This is sometimes when you buy something with primes, it doesn't apply, right? So it doesn't.
Who is that anyways?
That's buy when kind of ship it.
Hang on. Yeah, I'm going to have to mute this person.
Two things. One is like just
Who's talking shipping in the background? I can't figure it out who it is.
Oh, he's my husband.
Oh, okay. Holy crap. Tell him, don't give away your address because we can hear everything he's talking about.
Okay.
All right. What about number 7 here? I just didn't want you giving away any personal information. Number 7, 3 3/8 written as an improper fraction.
27 over 8.
Woo! That's what I got too. Okay, again, 3 times 8 is what, 24? Right, 24 plus 3, yeah, is our 27. And we're just going to use the denominator that's there. Oh, guys, this is good. And one more. Number 8, 9 1/3 as a mixed fraction. Or I mean as a improper fraction.
$28
Yep.
over 3.
Yep, that's what I got. So one more time. 9 times 3, right? Do you guys know the trick with your 9 times tables using your hands? I don't know if I can show it here, but I don't know. I don't know if this is gonna mess you guys up, but with your 9 times tables, so 9 times 3, I pick the third finger, get rid of that. Everything over here are my 10s. These are my 1s. 27. Did I just screw everybody up? I just thought I'd show you a little trick. But
that's good.
yeah.
I never know that tricks.
Yeah, like so. Yeah, so 9 times 3. I've got all my fingers. That only works if you got all your fingers. So 9 times 3. I take the third finger, get rid of it. Everything to the left of that finger gone is my 10s, and everything to the right are my 1s. 27. Right? So yeah, 9 times 3, 27, plus 1 is 28. And we use that denominator. That little trick with the fingers, though, only works with the 9 times tables.
Isn't it 27?
Yeah. 27 plus 1.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I didn't show you this part, Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 9 times 3 is 27, plus the numerator.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we got our 28 over 3. What do you think, guys? How are you doing with those impropers and the mixed?
Loving it.
Loving it. So am I. I was getting pretty darn ecstatic there. Because being able to handle these impropers and mixes lead us into multiplying and dividing fractions. Because especially when you have things like the mixed numbers where you've got the wholes, right? The wholes and the fractions. To multiply or divide, we actually have to bring those back into an improper fraction. And let me show you what I mean. Let's see if I can get us a little closer on that one. All right, and we'll try this out. Let me give you one. Let's keep it simple first. Okay, so I'm going to keep it simple with something like 1/2 times 1/2. And in this case for multiplying, we're actually just going to go in sequence, meaning these ones are together and these ones are together. And unlike with adding where we don't do anything to the bottom, these are actually going to get calculated this time, right? So this one would be 1 times 1 is 1, and 2 times 2 is 4. So 1/2 times 1/2 equals 1/4. Okay, when we do it out to math. Let's try another one. Let's try this one here. How about, we'll just keep it with the quarter. 1/4 times 1/3. Again, this one's a little simple too, but I just want to get the hang of things. Right? So 1 times 1, good old 1. 4 times 3.
What is it?
Okay. Guys, can you take that phone call off of the... Put yourself on mute. All right. Thank you. Okay, do you guys get that? Right, so that layer will go on its own, and then that layer on its own. Does this make sense?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Let's try something a little different. Let's try, Okay, one more simple-ish one. Let's go with 7/8 times 1/5. Okay, again, remember, those ones get treated together, then those two get treated together. So 7 times 1, 7. 8 times 5 is 40. Yeah. Okay. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Awesome. So that one's fairly easy when we're using just fractions. Now what if I had something like this, where I had 1 whole and a half times 2 and a quarter. So this is where all this improper fraction and mixed stuff comes into play, because I can't actually do this as it is. I actually need to turn each one of these mixed fractions into the impropers that we've seen up here. So first off, 1.5. What would that be as an improper fraction? Oh, my other computer just died. I didn't plug her in time. Bad girl. So what do you think 1.5 as an improper fraction would be?
I'm going to take a stab at it and say 1 8/16.
Okay, so let's see. 1 times 2 equals 2 plus 1 is actually 3 over 2. Were you answering the whole thing, Mike?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I'm sorry, bud. I hadn't quite gotten there.
Let's go through this one first.
No worries. Okay, so I changed that one into an improper, right? And then I'm going to change this one into the improper. So 2 times 4 is 8 plus the 1 is 9, right? Over 4. Then again, we treat that one and then that one. So 9 times 3, right? Again, there's that 27 over 2 times 4, which is 8. Now look at that. There's that improper fraction again. Let's now turn that into a mixed number. How many times does 8 go into 27?
3.
3 whole times, right? I'm going to change my colors up here for a sec. Probably scooter over for you. So 8 goes into 27 3 whole times. So then we say 3 times 8 equals 24, right? And 27 minus 24 leaves us with 3, right? 3, and we're going to use that denominator, right? And then that's our answer. So essentially 1/2 times 2 1/4 equals 3 3/8. How'd you guys handle that one? Not too bad? Do you want to try a couple more of those?
Yeah.
All right. We'll try a couple more multiplies, and then I'll show you the funky stuff that happens with dividing these types of fractions. All right, so let's try, we'll go, I'm going to keep it semi-easy. 3 1/3 times 1 1/8. All right, I'm going to give you guys a moment to try that one out. I'm going to get rid of this one on the side here. Oh, look at that. Jeez Louise, I'm so amazing. Alright, I'll give you another one to try out. Let's try... Ooh, I'm going to try something different for you guys. And don't be afraid if you don't understand or don't know how to figure this one out. I'll show you how we'll do this one. I haven't explained that one yet. But then try this one as well. Let's try this one. 7, 1/8 times 4 and 1/4. I'm going to snapshot that. You guys are still seeing those okay, right? Good. I don't have my secondary view, so I'm running blind here. Alright, so I'm going to figure out this as well. Don't get too freaked out about number 2. I haven't quite shown you what to do with that whole number, but whoa! Oh, carry your tool bag. 72. Ooh, that one's interesting. Oh, comes down even more. Ooh. Ooh. Number 1 was a little longer than I expected. Holy shit. Wow. Holy shit. You can tell I'm on that last one. I had to pull the calculator out. I'm not gonna lie. Holy shit. That's as low as that one goes. Wowzers. Yeah, those three might take a second. Are you guys hitting some large numbers?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Trust me, I had a moment of doubt there for a second.
Me too.
Yep. That's why I said, oh my god, I gotta pull the calculator out. I don't know if I trust myself.
Last one is big number.
Yes, that's the one. I don't know if you heard me say, holy shit. I wasn't sure what I was going to do with that one. Math's more fun when you do it together. Yeah, don't be shy, guys, if you have to pull that calculator out and try a few things. Oh, pardon me. And then just as before, as you guys are getting closer to figuring these 3 out, you let me know when we're ready to take some of them up.
I'm ready.
All right, I got one ready. Once we get through the multiplying, I'll show you a couple of dividing for fractions, and then we'll call it a night. But I like where you guys are at tonight. Anybody else kind of ready? Kind of, sort of?
Yep.
All right. Oh no, Mike, I just lost you. Are you there? Okay, your camera went. I thought I lost you.
I just had to blow my nose.
Oh, good man. All right, and I had someone else piped in and said they were ready too, right? Beautiful. All right, let's take these ones up. So, for the first one, 3 1/3 times 1 1/8. Does somebody want to tell me what they might have gotten?
I got 10/3.
Okay. Yeah, 10/3 times.
Times 9/8.
Yep. That ends up equaling 9/24, and we can kind of do this together as well, right? Because remember, right, 3 times 3 is 9, plus 1 gives us that 10/3. You guys can see that green okay, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Times, again, make this an improper fraction. 1 times 8 plus the 1. Sorry, I forgot to do that little thing over there. Plus the 1 is 9/8. Then again, treat them separate. And we are left with 10 times 9 is 90/24. Yep. Right? But again, there's an improper fraction again. So I'll be honest, I pulled out my calculator to see how many times 24 goes into 90. And I found that it went in 3 times. I'm going to pull this down here. Is this okay with you guys?
Yep.
Right, it went in 3 whole times. Right, so 3 holes. And then I said, okay, well, 3 times 24, my calculator told me that was 72. And I subtract that 72 from the 90, and I'm left with a 18/24. Did everybody understand how I got to that? Right, so 90 divided by 24, and if you need to, use your calculator. 90 divided by 24, your calculator will say 3.75. So I want to use the 3 holes. Right? So I put down the 3. Then I said 3 times 24 equals 72. Right? then I actually subtract that 72 from that 90 to get that remainder of 18. Are you guys following with that?
Yep.
Awesome. But once again, there is even numbers. So this can be reduced down. We keep that whole number, right? But I can reduce this 18 and 24. What will go in to 18 and 24? I went with the quickest one I could think of.
3.
What's that?
3?
Yeah, you went with the 3. I'll be honest. I got lazy and just went with a 2. Right? But yeah, the 3 goes in faster. I got to that 3, but I got there on the scenic route. Right? So you chose 3 right off the hop. How many times does 3 go into 18? 6?
Yeah.
Okay, that was even. This might be different from how I did it. And then 3 goes into 24. How many times?
8.
8. Right? Still even numbers. Right?
Yeah, I could do further. So it's 3, 2. Yeah, 3 over 4.
Yes, because you went with 2. Right?
Yeah.
2 went into 6. 3 times. 2 goes into 8. 4 times. That's what I ended up with in the end too. But I'll be perfectly honest with you. Instead of going after the 3, I went after the 2 first. And brought it down to 9 over 12. And then brought it down again to my final answer. So there's a few different ways to get there. Right? But we still got there. Good. Did anybody get anything different? And if you did, we'll work through that.
Are you able to factor it out first?
Um,
And then will you multiply?
what do you mean by that, hun?
Let's say 10 over 3, and then I'll go to 10 over 3, and then 9 over 8, right? So
Yeah.
you cross factor it out.
I know what you're doing. Did you
do that or no?
Did you do it and did you get the same answer? Because that cross multiplying is actually what we're going to do for dividing.
Oh.
Yeah. I love that you remembered it.
Same answer.
What's that?
I didn't get the same answer, so.
Yeah, but I like where you're heading. You're kind of segueing us into the division that we're going to do in a moment. So awesome. Keep that one in mind. But yeah, this is the way we do the multiplying. When it comes to multiplying, just straight across. And Renee, that was you talking, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what Renee's talking about, when we get into dividing, right, we're actually going to either cross multiply like she was saying, or we're actually going to flip the second fraction. But hang tight. We're going to put a pin in that one for now. For number 2, did this screw anybody up and did anybody try and give it a shot? If you didn't, I don't blame you. Right? So this is how I go after this one. Whenever we're using mixed fractions or impropers, things like that, if I've got this whole number, remember I said we want to turn everything into a improper fraction in order to multiply it. So I actually am just going to do something as simple as this. Put a 1 under the whole number. Right? Then that's now become an improper fraction. Then I'm going to go ahead and turn this one into that improper. 1 times 4 is 4, plus the 3 is 7. Right? So now our equation is going to look like this. 2 over 1 times, what did we say? 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 over 4. All right? Now from there, we just multiply across. 2 times 7, so 7 and 7, 14. 1 times 4 is 4. Improper fraction. How many times does 4 go into 14? Yep, you got it, 3. 3 times 4 is 12, right? 14, take away that 12, we're left with 2 over 4, because we just use that denominator again.
Or reduce that to half.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's our answer there. Right? So remember when we have a whole... Yep, sorry, honey, go ahead.
The multiplication and the division, sometimes it messes me up.
Yep.
And I can't distinguish the two, and a lot of time I got the wrong answer. So now I said straight.
Awesome. I like hearing that, right? Again, that's why we're here together, for all of us to help each other out and get on that page, right? Because it took me a second. Again, I won't lie to you. It took me a moment. I had to look in my notes and remember, what the hell do I do with this one? And it's as simple as throwing it over a 1. All right? So now let's try that number 3. Remember, this was the, oh my God. That was a huge number. All right, so let's do this one together. And I'm not going to lie, guys, I'm pulling out that calculator. I'm not going to be shy about it. So we want to turn it into an improper. 7 times 8, we've got 56. Right, 7 times 8, 56. Plus that 1 gives us 57. I'm going to just start it all under here again. 57 over 8. Right? Then we come over to this one, change it into an improper. So 4 times 4, 16. Plus the 1 gives us 17. And we're using that denominator. All right? So again, treat those together. Treat those together. All right? So, again, 57 times 17. I'm not wasting any time on this one. Right? So 57 times 17. I got, holy shit, 969 over 8 times 4, which is our 32. Dear Barbara. All right, so there we're going to go 969 divided by 32, yep. And I get 30 wholes and some remainders. So I'm going to drop that 30 down, right? I'm going to clear that out for a second. I'm going to go 30 times 32. So I know what to subtract from that big number there. So I end up with 960, right? So 969 minus 960 leaves us with 9 over 32. And I think that's as low as we can go. Yeah, I think so. Did anybody get that lower? 32. Nope. 32 divided by 3. Nope. Yeah, I think that's as low as that goes. There's nothing that can make that 9/32 any lower. Did that make sense?
Yes.
So? I got some yeses and some If you'd like me to go over that one again, let me know. Where did you end up that kind of screwed you up? Renee, that sounded like your voice there, honey. What stumped you there? I want to make sure I get you through it.
Yeah, so when it's come to the 30, I know where to get it, but the fractions,
How did we get that 9 over 32?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yes.
Yep, no worries, honey. I kind of had a feeling I didn't explain that one very well, so I'll do that again. So, when we just had the 969 over 32, anytime that you kind of see this, remember when we were talking about multiplying and dividing whole numbers? This little line essentially writes it like this, right? And I'm going to do long division here for a sec, hon.
Okay, yeah, long divisions, it will help me to see clearly.
Beautiful. So I've just taken this big fraction and wrote it in a different way.
Yes. I think that I understand this one.
Oh, good.
Long divisions, yeah.
Yeah. But if you don't mind, I'll run through it.
I had the answer.
Yeah. I'll continue running through it in case anybody's going, yeah, all right, let me see how this plays out.
Yeah.
So if I do the long division, 32 won't go in 9, but it will go into 96, right? 96 divided by 32, we get 3.
3.
Yeah, 3 times 32 happens to be 96. So we got 0. Bring down that 9, right?
Yeah.
32 can't go into 9, so remember that's when we had to start throwing in some extra numbers.
Yeah.
Right? So we get 90. Is it starting to make sense?
Makes perfect sense now.
Beautiful. Right? And then we got, it goes in twice. Right? And I think that was 32 times 2 equals 64. Right? And we can continue on to get our big stuff. Right? And it continues on. So if I was to do that, 969 divided by 32, I should end up with 3.2 something something. Sorry. My bad. I should have put a 0 there and then the little dot. So 30.2 and so on. Right? But it's basically saying that we have 30 wholes.
Yeah.
Right? But then I have that remainder, and it's that remainder that we have to figure out. But essentially, it's just like doing that. Let me do that again. 969 divided by 32, right? 30 wholes. So that's when I put down the 30 whole pizzas.
Yeah.
But I got some slices left over, and I want to see what they are, so I'm going to multiply these two together again. Times 30, right? So 960 pieces were eaten. But I had 969. So I have 9 of those left over. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then so I throw that over, but 32 is the denominator we were using, so we throw it over there.
Yeah.
And this is actually a fraction we can find on our tape measure. Right? If you've got if you've got a tape measure that goes down to the smallest little tickies.
Yeah.
Right? Because it goes halves, quarters, eighths, sixteenths, 30 seconds and 64ths. Right? So this is something you could read on a tape measure for the most part. Did that help out?
A little bit.
A little bit. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get there. Do you guys want to see a little bit of dividing and then call it a night?
Sounds good.
All right. Let me get rid of this split screen for a sec. Jeez, I love that. It's also been a while since I brought this thing out, so I'm kind of getting back into the swing of things of this camera. And it's just an absolute beaut. All right. So when we were multiplying, right? Multiplying and dividing, we have to turn our mixes into impropers, right? So if I do that side by side again, where's the one I'm looking for? Okay, there we go, right? So we're turning our mixes into impropers, all right? Dude, if you're going to take a phone call, please put your microphone on mute. Or if you're going to have a conversation with someone else. All right, so once they were in, it's okay. Once we got them into the impropers, we just multiply across, right? When it comes to dividing, actually it probably would be best to turn this. When we get into the dividing, right, and let me make it kind of easy here. I'll start without the mixed fractions. So I'll just give you, say, 1/2 divided by 1/4. Right? So here, Renee, is that cross multiplying. So you can either, like Renee was saying before, you can either just cross multiply. So instead of dividing, we're going to take these ones and multiply them against each other. So 1 times 4. And then take these ones and multiplying, right? 2 times 1. I'll be perfectly honest with you. This works, but it's one of the ways that this actually screwed me up a lot. I could never remember which one goes on top and which one goes on the bottom. So there's another way of dealing with this one. So if the original equation was that 1/2 divided by 1/4, I'm just trying to keep her clean, I can do what's called inversion or inverting the fraction. And if we're going to,
Flip over.
exactly, yes, flip the fraction. But when we do the flipping of the fraction, it's only going to be the second one. This one stays like it is, yep. And this one we're going to flip. Right? So then the equation ends up looking like this. 1/2 times, right? Because now we've turned it upside down. So we've got to do the opposite of what this one is. So 1/2 now times 4/1. Right? I've flipped this upside down. Now I just treat it like what we were just doing. Right? These two together and these two together.
Yeah.
4/2. But again, improper.
2.
Yes. Our whole 2. All right? This is just always what's always been easier for me. Because like I said, I could never remember which went where when I cross multiplied. I was constantly doing the wrong thing. But if that works better for you, then do it that way. But this just always works for me. Okay, let's try one as an example here. And we'll go with, let's try this one. Let's try 2/3. That's a crazy 3. 2/3 divided by 3/4. Now again, you can either cross multiply, or if you kind of have a funky little brain like Carrie, I'm going to invert. When I invert, I got to do the opposite of what's being asked. So I'm going to now multiply and turn these two upside down. Ass over tea kettle. Right? Some of you have heard that one before, eh? And now we just treat these again, right? These ones together and these ones together. 2 times 4, 8. 3 times 3, 9. Not an improper fraction, but can we get that lower? No, we can't.
No.
No, that's as low as that one goes, eh?
Right.
Yeah. Okay. How's this one playing out in your heads?
Yeah. I just flipped them. I learned it from flipping them.
Yeah, I find the flip easier for me.
Yeah.
Right? It can work this way, but like I said, a lot of times I don't remember what the hell goes where. So I prefer the, here, let me try another one. A head over heels. Now, what if I gave you this? Remember we had our mixed fractions. So what if I had 2 wholes, so 2.5 divided by 1 1/4. Again, first off, we can't have the mixed, so we have to turn them into impropers first, right? So let's start with this one. 2 times 2 is 4, plus the 1 gives us 5. And we keep that denominator, 5 over 2. To keep with what we've got going, we'll put that division in there for a moment. Then I'm changing this into an improper. 1 times 4 is 4, plus the 1 is 5. Again with the 5. 5 over 4, keeping that denominator. All right? So now that's our equation with our impropers. But again, I like to invert. So we keep this baby the way it is, 5 over 2. This has got to change to a multiply, and now it's 4 over 5. These ones and these ones. 5 times 4, you got your 20. 5 times 2, you got your 10. Right? Again, improper. And what is 20 over 10?
2.
2. Oh, I loved that stereo sound.
Or you can cross factor it out, right?
Yeah, if you wanted to, instead of doing this part,
Yeah.
you could have just gone like this. Multiply 5 times 4.
Oh no, I mean 5 like you have it in a black 5 cross like 5 cross it out. That's cancel itself out, right? And then on the 2,
Oh!
yeah, that
Fuck.
you just factor it out just like that.
Shit, is that Renee? Renee, is that you?
Yeah.
Ah! Perfect. Yes, I see what you're saying because those two are the same.
Yeah.
So then you're left with the 4 over 2 instead.
Yeah.
Still gets us that big fat 2. Ooh!
Yeah.
Look what teamwork does, eh?
Excellent, excellent.
Shit, I never thought about that one until you said it. Jesus, that's awesome. That's what you were talking about with that factor out.
Yeah.
Oh, now I'm looking back at something here. What do we got? But yeah, I think you only do the factor out, Renee, when it's, yeah, because look at that. When we go up to this one here.
Right.
Yep, right in here, we could have threw those two out, left with the 4/2. Shit.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That's faster, right?
It kind of is. Yeah, if you remember it.
Yeah, rather than go with a big number.
Absolutely. Jeez Louise. Oh my God. I'm absolutely floored here. I'm loving it. Did that help you guys out?
Yeah, it's another method. That's excellent.
Yeah, shoot. Way to go. But again, yeah, you have to get it to the times, the multiplying first before you can do the factor out, I think, though, Renee.
Yeah, yeah.
Jeez, way to go.